So, are you stressed about gaining weight and dieting over the holidays? Because I know I sure am. Hey folks, my name's Allie. Let's get started. So, I just kind of want to talk to you guys about the stress that comes with the holidays and maybe how to avoid weight gain. Why should you listen to me? Well, I know a lot about weight loss and my own experiences, especially with the ketogenic diet, and it's the only diet that's ever actually worked for me. I've tried so many other diets, but keto is the one that just allowed me to keep going, and so I lost all my weight through eating low carb. So when I was losing the weight in the very beginning, for the first 2 years, while I lost my 170 pounds, I didn't actually struggle with weight loss during the holidays, and I think that's because even though I was still indulging, I was still under a calorie limit because I was so heavy. Although I will be honest, the last couple years in maintenance mode have been tough when it comes to holidays and special occasions. I have been so strict for so many years regarding my diet that when the holidays come around, I do just want to let loose. Now, that doesn't mean that I've ever just gone and eaten potatoes, but it does mean that I will definitely go over my carb count. I'll eat lots of keto sweets, which are higher carb, ketogenic foods, and I'll definitely go over my calories. But actually, this year for Thanksgiving, just a couple days ago, Allie only had one plate of Thanksgiving food, and she's so proud of herself. I don't know why I talk in the third person sometimes. I'm a mad woman. But I know what it means to be stressed around the holidays when you're dieting or trying to maintain weight loss, and you see maybe after Christmas or Thanksgiving or your birthday that you indulged a little bit and then you packed on some water weight the next day. I understand the stress that causes because you've been working so hard to get down in weight and to maintain weight that when it goes up 5 pounds overnight, it's kind of saddening. It makes me a little sad. It makes me feel disappointed in myself. So if you've experienced that, I understand, and you're not alone. So today I just really wanted to talk about that. I think a lot of people who don't struggle with their weight don't realize how psychologically affecting it is to see a scale go up when you really want to see it go down. So even though if you do indulge just for one day on a few extra calories or just a few extra carbs and you see that pack on the next day, it's just so awful. And I've had people tell me, especially when talking about holidays or even planning a wedding, they're like, why can't you just have this one day? Well, honestly, the true answer is I don't wanna. I don't want to fall off the wagon. I like being able to say that I haven't had a freaking fruit in over 4 years. I think it's a little interesting and it keeps me going. It keeps me motivated because I know that I've been doing this for 4 years. So what's the point in, falling off the wagon or allowing those foods back in my life when I know that they can cause issues? So just dealing with other people's opinions, having your relatives say you're too skinny or that you should just indulge and not worry about it for one day. I don't think that they understand. Because the thing about being overweight is for many people, I believe, probably for all people, I'm guessing, is that it's not just about eating less food. It's about emotional eating and trying to fill voids with food to make yourself happy. And so if you allow those foods back in your life, even just for one day, that can create a snowball effect. Now, again, I'm not saying that you should not indulge. I always say do the ketogenic diet, do low carb the way that works for you. For some people, they do need a cheat day, maybe on the holidays or once a month or whatever, and that keeps them going. For me, I know that I can't handle those cheat days. I know that I would just fall off the wagon because I've done that so much in the past. You learn from your own mistakes. So when it comes to cheating on the holidays, I say be as restrictive as you can, but still indulge. So here are some tips for you if you're struggling with anxiety over weight gain or not losing weight over the holiday season, because we love to celebrate with food. I mean, that's all cultures celebrate with food. It's just a thing that makes people happy. And that's why we as overweight people or former overweight people, that's why we struggle, because it's an experience that makes us happy and we fill other voids with food. And I'll be honest, even in maintenance mode, I still fill voids sometimes. I've made a whole binging video where I sometimes just binge on keto sweets, and that comes from an emotional space. But let's get into some things that you can try to help avoid this anxiety over the holidays. So the first thing I suggest is keep on your ketogenic lifestyle, but just add in more of those foods. So if you've been losing weight, I imagine that you're probably counting macros and or calories. Calories matter, just throwing that out there. So continue to do that, but just maybe add in a little bit more of everything except for carbs. I believe wholeheartedly it is so much easier to come back from a calorie binge rather than a carb binge. Now, yes, as I just said, calories matter for weight loss and weight maintenance, but the effects of a carb binge rather than a calorie binge can lead you to continue eating in a non-ketogenic way. Instant water weight gain, and that is so depressing to see on the scale the next day when it goes up 5 pounds. More hungry. You are hungrier the next day because you've got that blood sugar rise going on in your body. It's telling you to eat more food. You're gonna crave that food again because you've indulged. You've kind of given in to that monster inside your head that says, give me sweets, give me pasta, give me potatoes. And so it's so hard to come back from a carb binge over the holidays. So yes, if you keep overeating on calories, you will gain weight or you'll stop losing weight. But I say if you want to indulge a little bit, just trying to enjoy the day with your family. They're all eating. You want to experience that too. I'm not against that. I'm just saying pile on some more greens, pile on some more meat. Oh, yes. My next tip is to make sure that you have lines drawn that you're not going to cross before the holidays come. So we've already had Thanksgiving, but for the Christmas season, when families are getting together, friends are going out, Christmas parties, whatever, if you already know what your lines are, it's so much easier not to cross them. So for me, I say, you know what, I'm going to give in. Maybe if I go to a holiday party, yeah, I'll allow myself to eat some appetizers that are keto friendly. Or for Christmas dinner, yeah, I'm gonna allow myself to have 2 plates maybe instead of, just a whole day's worth of eating. Actually, that worked out really well for Thanksgiving. I told myself I'd just allow 1 plate because it is the start of the holiday season. And so I didn't wanna just, have all this extra weight on me for the rest of that. And I succeeded because I told myself before I even left home, we went to grandma's house, by the way. I think all the food was good. I made my potatoes, gratin, dauphinoise, and my stuffing. You should check out those recipes. They'd be great for Christmas as well. But I told myself, Allie, do not overeat. You do not want to overeat. So even instead of making a ketogenic sweet treat, like I've been making in all my videos, I said, you know what? I don't want to blow out my keto carb limit on a sweet treat. So I took a freaking Quest bar with me. I didn't even eat it because I was feeling so good about having just 1 plate of food that I didn't even want the Quest bar. Actually, I've kind of been feeling like I want to make the decision to cut out artificial sweeteners for, the majority of my time, besides like major holidays or whatever. And I think I'll make a video about that too, because I'm at that point where I want to cut down on those things. And so that kind of rolls into my next point. Finally, don't give in to pressure. If people are commenting about your weight, about your eating habits or whatever, ignore it. Do what you want to do because no change is going to come unless you want to do it. So if you want to have those sweet treats, I'm not going to sit here and tell you don't have some keto sweet treats. If you want to have a cheat meal, you know what? I can't tell you not to do that because it's not going to happen unless you want to do it. So just always keep that in mind. Everything that you want to happen, you have to have the desire for it. Even when it comes to weight loss, you really just gotta decide that this is it. And so I would say make those lines in the sand before the holidays really get going. Know what you want to allow and what you want to avoid. Try to avoid overeating on keto sweets or even non-keto foods because those ramifications for maybe the next week or two, they're long lasting and they make it hard to get back on the wagon. Remember, keto is all about how you want to approach it. It is a lifestyle. So if you can maintain that lifestyle over a long period of time and having a cheat meal at the holidays helps you, then do that. I'm not going to sit here and judge. Nobody should sit there and judge you for that. Just remember though that if you keep indulging, then you might not see the progress and the results that you want to see. So definitely have those lines in the sand. Have that start day and that end day when you know you're going to get back on track. Like I said, for me this Thanksgiving, it was that 1 meal. So I loaded up 1 plate. I had lots of turkey and my potatoes and my stuffing and grandma's green beans, which I will eat a ton of those if they're just left to me. Woo, love you, Grandma. But definitely have those lines in the sand. Plan your eating. Definitely plan. When you're an emotional eater and you don't have plans, everything can just go out the window. Well, folks, it's a little bit of a shorter video today, but I just wanted to get that message out there while we're still kind of early in the holiday season. If you did enjoy the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you'd like to follow me on social media, I will link all of that down below. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. My name's Allie. Have a good one. Bye.